Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Thursday, November 24, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Detroit Lions vs Buffalo Bills. I really hate laying double digits on road favorites in the NFL, especially against a red-hot team. As much as I want to take the Lions here, I can't. Both of these teams have a high-powered offense, but the issue is I'm not sure how Detroit will be able to stop this Bills offense. They can't stop the run or the pass. I see Buffalo moving the ball at will, and the Bills' defense also forcing Jared Goff to make some key mistakes. Although the Detroit Lions will do their best to keep up, Buffalo will come up with 2 to 3 more stops in this game and cover. Take the Buffalo Bills minus 10 points. Neither defense has been scoring enough points to really be a factor in this and push a lot of points, as Buffalo is scoring 26 points in their previous 4 games, while Detroit is averaging 26 points in their last 3 games. Both teams have been doing well, but not enough to almost expect a point per game, while the Lions are converting on 40.68% of their third down attempts, while the Bills are converting on exactly 50% of third down tries. The under has hit in each of their previous 5 games against one another. Go with under 53.5 points in this game as well. Dallas Cowboys vs New York Giants. The Giants, 3-1 on the road this season, fell to a suddenly hot Lions team at home on Sunday as Detroit running back Jamal Williams ran for a career-high 3 touchdowns. The loss was a humbling one as the Lions forced 3 turnovers and held New York running back Saquon Barkley to just 22 yards on 15 carries. The NFL's leading rusher, Barkley was averaging 103.4 yards per game through the first 9 games of the 2022 campaign. It was just the second time he's been held under 70 rushing yards this season. Quarterback Daniel Jones had his moments, 344 passing yards, 50 rush yards on 7 carries, and 3 total TDs, but turned the ball over twice, his first pick since week 3. Considering quarterback Dak Prescott has only been available in 4 total games, Dallas has played consistently good football this season. The Cowboys, winners of 3 of their past 4, walloped the Vikings last game, totaling 458 yards to the Vikings' 183. Dallas also controlled the time of possession, holding the ball for 37 minutes, compared to Minnesota's 22. It was Prescott's best game of the year, as the 29-year-old was nearly flawless, 22 for 25, 276 passing yards, and 2 TDs. To keep the good vibes going, Dallas needs more of these games from Prescott. In the 2 games the Cowboys lost with him under center, he completed less than 60% of his passing attempts and threw for as many interceptions as touchdowns. Defeating a good Vikings team on the road was a statement, but we won't know for sure if this Cowboys team is capable of winning in the playoffs if Prescott doesn't string together several solid performances in consecutive regular season games. Does Dallas have a championship pedigree? This is what we'll find out over the final 7 games, with opportunities against New York and Philadelphia to prove it's the class of the NFC East. It's been a long time since the Cowboys hoisted the Lombardi Trophy, 1996, and with their division stronger than it's been in a while, it will take a hungry team to make it to the finish line. We will see how prepared Dallas and New York will look in a short week after challenging games. Will the Giants show up against their NFC East rival? The G-men are 0-4 at TS in their last 4 versus NFC East. That's not a large enough sample size to simply pick their opponent, but it's a telling trend, nonetheless. On the other hand, New York is 5-0 ATS in its last 5 games after accumulating more than 350 total yards in their previous game. That stat doesn't tell us if the Giants will be more careful with the football, though. In the first game against Dallas, Jones threw one interception but passed for only 196 yards and didn't throw a touchdown pass. In a must-win game at Dallas, he needs to prove he's worthy of the new contract likely coming to him this offseason. Barkley, too, can't disappear as he did versus Detroit. With the way the Cowboys played at Minnesota, it's tough to pick against them. Dallas is 4-0 ATS in its last 4 home games, too. With that said, I haven't seen enough dominating performances like the one versus Minnesota from this Cowboys team. The Giants are still 7-3, and in a divisional rivalry game, an 8.5-point spread is too favorable to the home squad. I'll bet New York keeps within 1 score of its rival on Turkey Day. I don't expect a blowout as the Cowboys handed to the Vikings on Sunday, and I expect both sides to play effective defense. The defense of the Cowboys has been solid all year, and the Giants have stepped up on the defensive end when they have needed to. It is difficult to play on Sunday and get yourselves ready and prepared for another game on Thursday, so I expect a sloppier game than normal as well. If the Giants run the ball as well as I believe they will, more time will go off the clock and there will be fewer opportunities to score within the 60 minutes. The Cowboys have hit the under in 6 of their last 7 home games and 7 of their last 8 after accumulating more than 250 yards passing in their previous game. The New York Giants have hit the under in 8 of their last 9 games played in November, 7 consecutive games on Week 12, and have a 6-0-1 record on the under after allowing more than 30 points in their previous game. Take the under, 44.5 points. Minnesota Vikings vs New England Patriots. Minnesota was a team that I had overrated heading into its abysmal showing against Dallas, although that turned out worse than anyone could have imagined. The Vikings' stats do not match their record, as they have actually been outscored overall this season. Plenty of bettors are going to look at the records of these teams and back Minnesota, but I like New England here. The Patriots have quietly been playing very solid football, covering the spread in 6 of its last 7 games. They have much better defense and have won 5 straight meetings between these teams, so I am happy to back them on Thanksgiving. Take the New England plus 3 points. On Sunday, the Patriots didn't score a touchdown until the last few seconds of the 4th quarter, while the Vikings did not score a touchdown for the entirety of their game against the Cowboys. With both teams coming from abysmal offensive outings, I don't expect them to perform in a way that shoots the score up. In addition, both teams have some defensive weapons that are going to be challenging to play against. New England has the season sack leader with Juden, so he will pose a huge threat to Cousins. The Vikings have Smith, who has 9.5 sacks and will be a considerable threat to Jones in the pocket. I expect this game to be a defensive battle considering each team is struggling with the offense. Take the under 42.5 points.